Matt Levine back here with the manager, Reid Brignac. Reid, great to see you.
Hey, Matt. How are we?
I'm doing well, doing well. How about you?
Doing good, thank you.
Good. So first time coming back here to Somerset, obviously, since that playoff series last year. When you come in this clubhouse, you see the field again. Any memories come back from that?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great experience for our staff and our players. It was a great atmosphere here in Somerset. Playoffs or not playoff games, they really do a great job of packing the stadium and creating a great atmosphere for us to play in. It's a nice field, it's a nice setup, so we're always excited to come on the road and travel to Somerset.
You'll see these guys a lot down the stretch. You'll see Portland as well, kind of trying to get back to the playoffs. You'll see a lot of the same teams that are either in it or right above you guys. What's kind of the mentality when you're going to see the same teams a bunch?
Well, we kind of can control our own destiny, right? We don't have to rely on other teams to win games, and it comes down to our execution and our quality of play, which we're going to have to pick it up. We've had some key movement within the team over the last couple weeks through trades and promotions, and next guy up needs to it's time for them to bring what they have to the table and go out there and execute.
You mentioned promotions. One of the guys, obviously, Brandon Sproat, going to AAA now. Well-deserved, obviously, his last start. For you, what was that like to see when he struck out 11 in a row?
Just how effective he can be. Obviously, from a stuff standpoint, he's got plus stuff. And then just to combat that with the execution was impressive. He's been impressive since he's been here. He's really never had any big blow up innings, a couple runs here or there, but that happens to everybody. But just his ability to control his emotions on the field and be consistent every time he was out there, I think was a big part of his success and just the confidence that he has in his abilities.
A guy going today for you, Yoander Suarez, had him most of last year. Obviously, all of this year, seems like he's turned the corner a little bit.
It's what it seems like. His last couple starts, Velo's getting back up there to 94, 95, where he was at more last year. Executing his curveball better, not hanging as many in the middle of the plate with two strikes. That's going to be a big part of today if he can execute his off-speed pitches and not leave them up when he gets to that R2K counts where he's ahead. To be able to put these guys away, and we know Somerset's their hitters have notoriously been good at controlling the strike zone and battling fouling off pitches until they get a better pitch to hit. So he's definitely going to have to execute. And
then Luis Moreno this past Sunday, 9 strikeouts over 5 scoreless, just 1 hit. What's been working better for him?
His attack was outstanding. It was strike 1, strike 2 before the guys even looked up, and that's when Luis is mixing pitches and changing speeds and locating the way he did on Sunday. He's very difficult to square up, and as you saw on Sunday, even the 1 hit was an infield hit. It wasn't even a hard hit.
Yeah.
So when he's using both sides of the plate and changing speeds, and Velo was mid-90s, which is exciting. He's generally turns it on the second half. I've managed him now 3 years.
Yeah.
First half he kind of is getting his feet wet, and then he really turns it up the second half, and he's done that so far for us.
And another guy who seems to turn the corner, at least offensively now, we'll talk, Stanley Consuegra. Came up early, went through the early struggles, and then now he seemed to pick it up.
Having a lot better at bats. He's taking his walks. He's not chasing as much. It's a big step from high A to double A. As guys get caught up, they tend to try to press and do a lot more than they need to do. And he's finally taking a deep breath, and now he's slowing the game down a little bit and having the quality of the at-bats are better. And as we know, he hits the ball hard, but it's hard to hit the ball hard at pitches that are outside the strike zone. So getting him to be more selective, be more patient, take his walks when they're given, and then be ready to do damage when the pitches are in the zone. He's done a lot better job of adapting that approach, and we've seen the results have been immediate.
Lastly, Kevin Parada hit 300 in the month of July. He's picked it up a ton this second half of the year. What have you seen from him and his adjustments?
Yeah, his head movement is minimized. He's not lunging to the ball as much. Shorter swing, shorter direct swing to the ball. Not as long of a swing. His swing decisions have improved. He's walking more. He's not trying to. He's, again, another guy that would press earlier in the season because he wanted to get out of the slump he was in, and that's not the way to do it. We've had conversations about it. Being selective, taking what the pitch is giving you, being disciplined in your zones, and being ready to hit off the fastball. And he's made those adjustments, and 300 averages. That's Hall of Fame number. So
Yeah,
we
that's right.
love to continue to build off of what he's done in July and carry it over to August, and hopefully a couple of bats in our lineup can get going and carry the team the rest of the way.
6 weeks left, 3 to the regular season. Go get them.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you.